Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is issue number 21 of the Terminator build, the T800 from Hachette and Studio Canal. They seem to be doing some sort of partnership deal. In this issue, we have a big blob of metal, two plastic bits, some more plastic bits, some tubes, and some screws. And I'll get rid of that. Right. So let's have a look in the magazine and see what it is we'll be doing today. We are assembling the right shoulder joint and connecting up the skull. So we have the right shoulder joint, which is the big bit. You know it's the right shoulder joint because it's got a big R in it, just in there. We have 5, which are the lower jaw joint covers. We have some metal shafts. We have some screws. And we have the two, what does it call them? Right shoulder joint fixings. So, let's move them off to the side. We shall see, what does it say we need? Look, you will need crosshair screwdriver, tweezers, craft knife and cutting mat, super glue gel, cocktail sticks or similar. Off camera, but there you go. The skull assembly and the head assembly. I've got all that ready. I've got it here, look, it's just here. We shall see what we're going to be doing. We're gluing the two back plastic bits onto the metal bit, and then we're doing the joint covers. So let's move that out of the way. We need that, we need those, we need some super glue. I have some super glue here. I even have a cocktail stick here as well. What I'm tending to do now, instead of trying to glue things, I've got an old Tamiya paint, not paint, masking tape holder, which is quite a nice repository for the super glue. You can squeeze it out on there, and then using the cocktail stick you can put it where you need it to be, which for the sake of building this is basically around the 4 little nubby blobs, and they locate into place like that on both sides, it says. So we'll do exactly the same again, sort of around there. This is all going into the frame, so you don't have to be particularly neat about excuse me, where it goes. That drops onto there, and if you can wobble it just the right amount, you can get it hopefully to locate like that. There we go. So that gives us the plastic clicky rotatey bit for the right shoulder joint. So so far so good. I shall move that aside. Next up we have the covers, the bits that go over the jaw. Now these obviously just need to be glued in place again. They've got 2 little pins on the back, but do I want to glue them in place now, or do I want to wait and make sure the jaw works properly, that I don't have to get into it and do it? I'm going to wait. I'm going to keep those aside safely in my box of parts and not put them on yet until I know that everything's working okay, because gluing things together over screws until you know that the screws are working as intended is never a good idea. So I'm not going to do that bit quite yet. I should keep them safe, and then in 6 months when it's all together and working, I'll think, why have I got these here? What are they for? But there we go. So yes, gluing them over there will be for a later date. What we have now is the skull, which we have here. We are fitting metal blocks into these holes, so that's quite interesting. That's how it's all held together. I thought it might be magnetic to begin with, but it's not. We've got two big ones and 2 little ones. Yeah, basically it says check to make sure they fit and then glue them in place, which sounds like a good plan for most things really. So we've got 2 little ones and 2 big ones. The big ones obviously try and escape, make sure they don't. That will go in there, that fits perfectly. Ooh, let's try it over that side as well. They're basically making sure that there's not any excess junk in the holes. So let's put some glue on the inside of the holes. Gonna need to get more glue out. I didn't realise I was going to be doing this much gluing. I'll drop those into there. And we'll be doing the same with the smaller ones. Again, I don't foresee them not fitting. The holes look quite... oh, well, there you go. That one doesn't. Why is that not fitting in there properly? There must be something a little rough around there, maybe. But no, it feels okay. Can't feel anything. I think just a little bit more pressure will be doing the job there. Let me get a little bit more glue out. Put a little bit of glue in that hole. And we'll see if we can't get that in there. Yeah, there you go. Wasn't quite lined up properly. Right, that's all of those posts in there. I shall leave that standing up that way for a bit. Just check all of that. Yeah, that's just saying put them in there, apply a little super glue. So many stages just to say put all four in there. Fit over the assembly, fixing points. There's 2 screws that have to go in there as well, so we can fit that in as well. It says make sure these come out the back. So yeah, all of them are sort of coming out the back for now. They're going to go on, get it the right way round. That's at the back, isn't it? So yeah, that's at the back and that's at the front. Okay. So that is just going to sit down on there. Where's the 2 screws? What are they screwing into? It is that way around. That's at the front, that's at the back. Yeah, okay, so they're going to there. I can see now where that one's nice and deeper. Let's get that coming out there. There we go. Like that. You can see where the 2 screws are going to go through there. I did have some screws, there we go. They supplied us with 3 screws this issue. 2 of which we'll be using, 1 of which will be spare and kept aside until I have a clear out and throw them away. So these posts that we've just glued in place are not actually in use yet. I'm assuming that the back of the head is going to be magnetic. So they are posts that the if I can actually put that screw in the hole instead of just waving it around in the general direction or dropping it completely and it falls straight through his face. Yes, I think they're going to be posts that the back panel will line up with. Where is that? That is there. So why is that not lining up with that? Oh, it's because it's not far down enough at the front. There we go. That's more in line with where it should be. So let's try that again, shall we? It's got to go that jaw piece on there and in there and down there and around. Come on, let's get everything lined up properly, can we? Why is that being a problem now? Why are you being a pain? That's better. Go in like the other side friend did. Not like that. All the way down. Come on. some reason that's not liking lining up like that. Something is catching somewhere and I can't tell what it is. So I'm going to turn the camera off, see if I can find it inside and get a closer look and see what I can tell. Right, couldn't tell exactly what it was, but after some little wobbling around and jiggling and shaking, it's gone back where it should be. I've got one screw in, again, most of the way. That's the second one, just going in that side. Or not going in that side, as the case may be. Let's take it out, turn it back around, try it again. There we go, that's in there better. Let's tighten up the other side. So we've got the wires coming out the back for the what we've got, eye, jaw motor, eye motor. We've got places obviously where the back panel is going to locate, and probably possibly screw in as well. Front bit where this is obviously just going to go. I don't know how that's going to hold in place, if it needs to even hold in place, because it does just sort of push on. Pretty sure there will be a form of fixing on there, but for now that will do. So his head is attached, head still moves on the neck. The jaw obviously doesn't fall open on its own now because of the motor being attached, but that is that, and that obviously for next time, maybe another time we'll have a look. We'll see what's going to be happening next time anyway. We have in the magazine this week District 9. That was quite a very strange film, but good, interesting, fun film. Restoring cell functionality in dead pig brains. Okay, that's interesting. And next week, connect up the jaw, assemble the faceplate, and collect the right shoulder. Connect. I don't know. Something about the right shoulder. Obviously, still got that, which I shall put away because I won't be using that quite yet anyway, until it's all assembled. So yeah, thanks for watching. As he says, we'll be back next time for the final issue of this month. So then begins the waiting around for the next part. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.